Hello class. Today I want to talk to you about a tool called what if analysis. And what if analysis has a couple of functions, and the function we're going to concentrate on for now is the one called goal seek. Okay, goal seek is a function, not really a function, it's a tool that helps you kind of analyze the hypothetical. Okay, so if you have a calculation that's being done, how do the variables change, or how do one of the variables change if you have a certain goal in mind? So for example, what if I want X? How does that change Y? Okay, and what's important to understand is that you can only use goal seek to find one variable. Okay, and the reason for that is if I have two unknowns, then I can't, it just can't be done. For example, if I do x plus y equals 5, and I have two unknowns, I say what's x and y, and it could be anything. It could be 1 and 4, it could be 2 and 3, it could be 3 and 2. Okay, so you can't have two unknowns. Whereas if I have only one unknown, I say x plus 2 equals 5. You can definitely find out what x is. X is obviously 3, because 3 plus 2 is 5. Okay, so only one unknown. Okay, so let me show you an example. Okay, so I've set up something here. Distance, time, velocity. If you remember your high school physics class, you might have calculated this. And basically I'll have two numbers here, and velocity is determined with a calculation equals distance divided by time, right? So let's just kind of set this up. So distance, let's put it in kilometers. Time is in hours, and this will be kilometers per hour. For any Americans out there, yes, you can use miles, and it'll be more or less the same. Okay. Nobody knows why you're using miles, but that's just the thing. No, I'm just joking. All right. Anyways, so if I'm going a distance of 100 kilometers and it takes me 1 hour, okay, you can see that I'm going 100 kilometers per hour. Right? That's how it's calculated. Okay, so you can see the calculation in there, and what's really, oops, I just did it. What's very important is to never get rid of that calculation. I just kind of did it by accident. If you ever do something by accident, hit escape. Okay, so yeah, do not delete your calculation at any time. Okay, let me repeat that again very slowly. Do not delete your calculation during any of this. Okay, so I might have a hypothetical situation where I said, okay, I know I have to go 100 kilometers. That's the distance that I know. And I say, what if I'm driving 200 kilometers per hour? Okay, how much time will it take me to arrive at that 100 kilometers? Okay, so there's my what if scenario. So of course you could kind of calculate that in your head. If you're going twice the speed, it'll take you half the time. So you would kind of say, okay, it'll take me 0.5 hours to go that distance. But that's just play the game with me. All right. So let's go to data here. And here you can see that we have what if analysis. And like I said, there's a few features there. We're interested in goal seek today. So goal seek pops up with this window here. It says set cell. What cell is going to contain your goal? Okay, this cell is going to contain my goal, and my goal is to drive at 200 kilometers per hour. Okay, and changing cell. Okay, which cell is going to change depending on that goal? And it's that cell right there. That's the cell that's going to change. Okay. 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 Sorry about that. Sorry, it doesn't like this div 0, so let me just fix that really quickly. Okay, let's cancel that. And Okay, let's just put those numbers. Those numbers don't really matter. What actually matters is just the thing that we know, and that one thing is going to end up changing. Okay, so let's do that again. Goal seek, my goal is here, and we want 200, and changing cell this. Okay, and you can see that it in fact changes to 0.5. Okay, let's make another example. Let's say my goal is to have a speed of 150 kilometers per hour. Okay, and this time the thing that I know is here. I'm going to put 2 hours here. I know that I have 2 hours of time, and let's see how much distance I cover in 1.5 hours. Or sorry, at a speed of 150 for 2 hours. Let's see what distance I cover. Okay. What's very important again, do not type in 150 in here. That will cancel the formula. You don't want that. Okay. So all you have to do is just type in the things that you know, and that's going to change. Okay, what if goal seek, my goal is here, 150, changing cell, there. Okay. So we can see that going 150 kilometers per hour, in 2 hours I cover 300 kilometers. All right, I'll show you another example. Okay, now I like going to restaurants in Italy because when there's a price about something that I'm ordering, I know that's the price that I'm going to pay. If I go and get a hamburger for 11 euros, I know I'm going to pay exactly 11 euros. That's not the same in Canada and the US, because whatever the price is on the menu, you also have to pay tax on top of that. It's not included. So that's really annoying. So when I go get a hamburger for $11 in Canada, I end up paying like $13.47 or something like that, and it's like, what? So plus you have to add tip on that, and it's really annoying. Okay, anyways, let's set up this example. So I've did a little bit of formatting. For example, if I put 10, it comes out to $10. GST 7%, PST 6%, whatever those numbers are. Okay, and then the total that I pay will have to add the tax on top of that. So my equation will be equal to the bill, and I need to multiply by the tax. Okay, and the tax will be this plus this. Okay, and I'm going to do something else here that is going to seem strange to you, is I'm going to add also number 1. Okay, why is that? Because not only am I paying the taxes, but I'm paying 100% of the bill. So let me say that again. So not only am I paying the tax, which is I5 and I6, but I also have to pay 100% of the bill. I'm not just paying the tax, I'm paying the bill plus the tax on the bill. So that's that 1 here. Okay. So if I hit enter, you can see that I pay $10 plus the $1.30 of tax. Okay, add that onto the $10, and there's the tax I pay. Okay, now I have a what if. What if I only have $20 in my pocket, right? How much can I possibly spend in the restaurant? Okay, so let's do the what if. Okay, what if my goal is not to go past $20. So where do I put that? That's going to end up here. Okay, so 20 is my goal. These remain the same. The only thing that's going to be changing is how much I can spend on the bill. Okay, so click OK, and you can see that if I only have $20 in my wallet, the most I can spend in the restaurant is $17.70. So it's a good thing that I go to restaurants with my laptop in my pocket. That way I can calculate these things, right? Okay, so maybe one more example with this. Let's say I'm taking my date out to the restaurant and I have, $50. Okay, again, don't write 50 in there. You don't want to delete your formula. Okay, that's going to come in the what if. Okay, goal seek. And the situation is I have $50 in my wallet, and my date wants to order, some steak, and she's really classy and wants like champagne and all that stuff. And I make a quick calculation in my head, and that it's going to come out to $45 on the bill. And I'm wondering, okay, if that's $45, if I add on tax onto that, am I going to be able to make it with $50? Okay, let's try that out. Let's see if that will come out to less than 45. So my goal here, I have $50, and let's see how it changes that. Click OK. And whew, that was a close one, but I'm gonna make it. So actually, no, I'm just short, right? The steak and the champagne comes out to 45, so I'm not gonna have enough by just a little bit. So I tell her, no, you better not have the steak. You have the hot dog, right? It's much better for you. Okay, and lastly, here's a simulation that you can do just before your final exam. Okay, so let's put in our things that we know. Okay, so assignments, your assignments were 25% of your grade, and let's say you do quite well on those and you got 24 out of 25 points. Your projects are each worth 10, right? There's 3 projects. Let's say you do rather well on those. And final, we don't know yet. And participation, let's say you're a good student and you've come to all of your classes and discussed and laughed at my jokes and whatnot. Okay, so the grade is just adding up all those because these all add up to 100. So if I add up all those, that'll be my final grade. So let's put in that formula. That is a sum of these. Okay, so at the moment I have a total of 68 points. So I would like to get an A in the course. So an A in the course is 93 and above. Okay, so that's my goal. So what do I need to get on my final to arrive at 93? Okay, so I might go to my what if analysis. What if analysis, goal seek, and my goal is here, and I want 93. Okay, changing cell that one there, and you can see that I need to get 25 out of 30 on my final to get an A. Okay. Okay, let's try this again. This one I'll leave it up to you, and I'll say I'm aiming for a B, right? And a B is a 78, I believe. Okay, so try and do that with what if analysis. You can probably see very quickly to get 78 here. I just need to add on 10 points, but let's just try to do it with that. Okay, so go ahead, give it a try, see how you do.